Good morning, everybody. We have only 2 education moments left. Well, this one today. Our director's visit will be next week, and then one final one at this month, and then the new leadership term is upon us. Now, last week on Friday, many of us were at the leadership team and support team training, and I was boldly reminded that I have done a pretty bad job at maintaining some of my external chapter relationships with people that are in other chapters. Now, having been in BNI a long time, I know some of you can maybe relate to this, where you meet a lot of other people that are in other parts of the region. They may be doing associated industries as yours, or they're complementary industries as yours, and some of them aren't represented here in our chapter, or some of them are, but you have this like nuanced difference that actually can still make you referral partners, and we just haven't taken that step. So today, the reason I brought this up and I called it opportunity by affiliation is because I ran into 2 other like creators last week at training who I already know, who do like some form of video or photo, but we actually don't cross compete because I'm so focused on like podcasts and shows and recurring, and they do like events and like professional headshots for their business profile picture and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm not asking them for what I want, and I'm also not referring them what I could be sending to them. So today's quick education moment is really the accusation of myself, admitting to you guys also that I've made this misstep plenty of times in BNI, but at training, it was a nice reminder that there's people around us that can be referring us, that we can also be referring if we just take 1 or 2 simple steps. So real quick, if you have not yet done this inside BNI Connect, if you're not even using the BNI Connect app, please get onto the app. It's really going to help us in the next leadership term. Commercial over. Okay, this is what you see when you log into the BNI Connect app. Go to the next slide, please, Mark. So there's a button on the bottom that says search. When you go to search, you can do our chapter roster, or you can do worldwide search and search every single member inside BNI around the globe. So any either doing international business or have a referral that's international, you can look for BNI members here before you look to the general population. You can put in first name, last name, and company of a member if you know them. Go ahead and go to the next one, Mark. Location. So for me, I can type in United States, San Diego, California, and at the bottom, keyword. Next slide, Mark. I put in the keyword photo. And go to the next slide, Mark. And here's all these people that came up. Jenny Edwards is one of the people I ran into at training. I've known her for like 15 years. I was like, oh my gosh, Jenny, how are you? I've been talking to you so long. And she goes, hey, I know you're doing video. I'm starting to do some video, but I don't think I'm going to do the things that I see that you're doing. And I was like, that's amazing. I've known you for a long time, and like we just haven't like connected in that way. And that was like right in front of my face. And then there's all these other results. There's 249 best matches. Now, not all these people are in San Diego, of course, but these are people that maybe there's some overlap with me, and maybe there's not. But this is a great way for me to like tag some people and say, hey, can we do a virtual one-to-one? And then figure out what I could be sending you in whatever region you're at, and vice versa. The next slide is that same search, but with the word video. And there's a whole separate set of search results that's just for the people who have the keyword video connected to their profile that are here in San Diego or around that same search vicinity. So whatever your category is, take 5 minutes and go into the BNI app and just go, what keywords would be connected to someone who could be a referral partner of mine, and they just may be in another chapter. The region is growing again. There was a long time during shutdown and all that. The region just kind of consolidated, and it's growing again. We're back up past 730 members and growing. That number is expected to be like 750 in about 6 months, and then maybe as many as 800 people by the end of next year. So the term that we keep talking about here, about November 2025, being at 45 members, being at 3.5 million, well, all these other chapters in the region have that same kind of goal. So if we're all going in that direction, this is going to be a much larger region just in a year from now. So today, the whole opportunity by affiliation is take 5 or 10 minutes for yourself, selfishly, and go find a couple people that are already in BNI San Diego that could be good referral partners for you. Reach out to them, connect to them in BNI Connect, set up a one-to-one in person, or set one up online, and use your one-to-one worksheets to help figure out where there's overlaps, where you compete, and where there's opportunities where you can refer one another. All right? Cool. Thank you, guys. Back to you, Mark.